Oh. Oh. Yeah, we can't let you out right now. Causing too much trouble. You don't know how to be on that. Hey, hello. Oh, I'm just sitting here this morning trying to get out of my head. I did a little reading already. I decided to read a little scripture this morning, and that's something I hadn't done in a little while. But and then I read Jesus calling to myself, but I hadn't made the video yet, and I decided, since I'm feeling a little anxious, I decided I'd go live, see if somebody show up. There's somebody. I seen you just pop in a minute ago. It showed up and then left. You may be having bad connection or something. That could be anybody. I just shared the link on the community with my other phone. Sent a message, sent it through a text message. So also, and then shared it to X. But I don't know who's up this right now. I just happen to be up. I got up and didn't sleep. I mean, I didn't sleep bad, but I didn't sleep the best. But this morning, as I was laying here, like I just kind of been trying to, I've been playing over and over in my head exactly what it is that, what is it that's been, what is it I'm not doing that I was doing that made my days better. You know what I'm saying? And one of those things a while back was, even into last year, uh, was getting up and whether it was 3 in the morning or it was 8 in the morning or 10 in the morning, whatever time I actually got up. But I had gotten into a pattern where I was getting up pretty early, sometimes before daylight. Like if I found myself in that sense, up and not able to go back to sleep, and it was pretty much I'd been up for a little while, then I'd get up and I'd read a little bit out of the scripture, and even if I don't understand it totally, or it seemed like it would set something in motion for the day. And then I'd read a little bit out of some other things. Like there's a couple of things I haven't been reading here lately that I should get back to. I've still got some Joel S. Goldsmith books that I could be reading. There's some that I have been reading and finished. I think I got one that I haven't finished, and then one that I hadn't even started that would be really good for me to get back to. So today, the message to me was to try to take it easy, but not be unproductive. So part of my productivity today is going to be, well, I've already got up and read a little bit of the scripture, and then I'm going to do a Jesus Calling video after we get off those live here. I'm going to do that video and upload that. I hope I'm not boring you. I see you're there. I see you hit the like button. Hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't see your Bearseas Farm. Okay. I had not know. I've got the phone sitting in a different way. I'm okay, man. I was sharing. If that was you, then you heard me talking about. I'd gotten out of sync here for a little while, and I've been kind of full of it. Some days I've been. This week's been pretty good though. Like I've gotten up, and then yesterday I walked to town. I believe Sunday I walked to town, and then I think I didn't Monday, but I just enjoyed the day and did things around here. I've been having the hardest time just getting rides to places and stuff, so if there's a few days that go by and I really need something, I'm going to walk to where I can get it. You know, I had to get dog food and stuff yesterday. That's what I did. It wasn't like I was getting out and doing something bad, you know, but I got this dog, you know, Ladybird got killed, but her puppy that's here, little big girl, she's in heat, and I think she's going to be having a litter, and anyway, I'm not trying to, I really just got on here because I hadn't been able to go live as much as I had been due to my device. I don't have that computer that somebody sent me. I don't want to get into all that, but it wasn't nothing bad. I just have had some stupid. But what I was saying is, I feel like ultimately I always know what the cause of a lot of the things in my mind are, and it's usually me getting out of practice of what's, you know, most vital. Like I haven't been to a church service in a few weeks. Not that that is a necessity, but when you start kind of getting into the groove of something and having a community, that does build on a better feeling for the overall week, for me anyway. But another thing that I had been neglecting is I was going through some depression and stuff, you know, after Ladybird died, and then I'm just kind of like not been turning to the right place, like either just laying here like a lump and dwelling on things, and then being filled with this a bad feeling. Now, this hadn't really been going on like recently, but I'm coming up out of that, and then so I'm just every day I'm just trying to trudge along. So this week I implemented, back like Sunday I got out and did something, got some dog food and did some activity, and then like Monday I did things around here, stayed active, and then and I'm also last week I was inconsistent on making some videos, but I was also taking walks to town a couple of different days and stuff because I'd be caught up in my head. I'd be like stir crazy, man, and I don't get a lot of visitors. I don't, so that's another reason, even if it's just during service and a few times a week or once a week that I see a few people, it's better than not being around some people sometimes, So anyway, this morning I was reading, where I was reading a minute ago was, Christ was telling some of them stories and stuff, like the farmer planting the seeds and stuff. I don't have it marked right now. I can't remember exactly where I was at. But anyway, I didn't get on here necessarily for all that. I just wanted to see if anybody would be here. But the reason I can't go live as easy as I once was is that the phone I'm on right now using for my live is on my hotspot from my other phone, my main phone. And this phone here is not capable of me going live without Wi-Fi. I didn't know that when I bought it. Like, I can't, in other words, I can't do a live stream on that phone just from my data. So I turn its hotspot on, use this phone here, and then I'm good to go for a little while. But I only have, so much on that. So, and last week, like, there's been several days since last week I wanted to go live. I think I went live about almost 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago, whenever, and it went well. It was a little later in the morning, about 10 in the morning. I done got up and did some things and stuff, and then I went live because I was like I am today. I appreciate whoever's here. I wish I had something really, mesmerizing to talk about. I've been meaning to make another longer video on for the second channel, Greycloudy's Thoughts that I started, which is not a lot on there or anything because I'm still coming through a place where I'm just trying to get focused back on making as much as I can for this channel. But I started that second channel because I did get a strike. I don't know if you're still here, Bear Sheep. I'd gotten a strike for something stupid, but so I couldn't like post and stuff there for a week or so, and then so I created the second channel so that I could start building over there. So in case something happens here, and over there now it's called Greycloudy's Thoughts. I thought at some point I want to do more in depth. I want to try to have it be more narrowed down to a specific type of content, like me specifically, maybe sharing thoughts and opinions and ideas on specific things going on in the world. That's where I figure I can do over there, maybe. Just depending on, like last week I talked about, I didn't know what was going to happen during the whole election thing. I was assuming that a lot of chaos would come about either way, but I think I was surprised on how that happened. But I don't talk about politics a lot, so. But those were my thoughts, Yeah, this morning as I was, because every morning, even though I haven't been getting up and doing my doing study diligently, I do start my morning with communication still, even though God knows that I've been going through some things, man. Like, and that what I've been going through is just really not much of anything. It's things that are just. It's like, I'm my own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? Memo 2014. How old are you? I'm a 50. I'll be 51 at the end of December. But thanks, Bear Sheath. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but and I don't. Yeah, I think I do remember. But I feel what I'm saying is I start off, even if it takes me a minute to get, like even during the days that I was going through having a hard time getting out of bed, I was still being thankful, even though I didn't feel good in here. Like it's weird to say that, but anyway. So Memo 2014. That's a new. I don't recognize that person's name, but welcome here. I'm Greycloud. I kind of just went live this morning. I hadn't been going live a lot. I'm trying to revamp. And this helps. Actually having, even though it's not like you're able to see me. If you comment here, I'm able to talk, and you're just hearing me kind of share. I'm just trying to get things out of my head today. I don't know. I felt moved to just go live this early. I never know when I'm going to end it. I just kind of just wing it because I haven't, back several months ago when I was doing it, trying to get in the groove of it, I was kind of finding a pattern of how to do it, and I kind of had an idea before I got started and there was people coming in and asking questions and stuff, but right now I'm just kind of like doing it to touch base with people and see who's out there. And plus, like I said, I'm anxious this morning. I'm trying to I'm just waiting to see what the day brings. I was communicating with the spirit, and just I'm gonna, like yesterday, I allowed my day to be dictated by what I was shown to do, and that's where I've gotten out of sync. Like, if I let what has always kind of guided me in my life just lay it out for me, sometimes it's not laid out as immediate as I want it. Like I've been getting here lately, I feel like I've been trying too hard, and that's what I've been being told is that stop thinking that I have to figure everything out. Like I don't have to but I do have to get the day started before I can see what's going to happen with it. Like if I don't get and put my feet to the floor and do a little something, even if it's the bare minimum, then odds are I'm not going to feel that great. So that's kind of like common sense stuff. But it's, tell me if I'm wrong, Bear Sheep, but sometimes it's easier said than done. Like sometimes I'm stuck, or like I don't know. You're older than me, but I just know in my life that's the way it's been. It's like sometimes when you're in the thick of some of the things that you think are such a downer, you're not able to see like the clearer picture. Sometimes it's like once we get through it, or once we've dealt with it, where it's easier to go, oh, it was a lot. That wasn't, you know what I mean? Yeah, my dog's going crazy because I can't let her out. Like, there's dog, like, there. I tried to take her out just a minute ago, and she was acting weird. Like, she's in heat, but I'm trying to keep her from. I mean, she done got took, but I figured she was out, so she might not be fully impregnated if she's still taken. I don't know how it works, but I don't want to deal with a bunch of dogs today, so I'm keeping her in. And she's whining in there because there's probably a dog outside on the porch trying to want in or whatever because of her. But I had a neighbor yesterday. Like, I had a good day yesterday, and then a neighbor that never has ever had any words with me was in a bad mood and pulled up and got mad at me because my dog's in heat. Told me, "Do you want that dog?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, you better get that dog and put it up." That's the second time she got. He's seen her getting hung up, and he's like, "If you don't put her up, I'm gonna take her off and all this other stuff." And I found out he was upset over some other things, but I've never not took care of the animals. Like even with Ladybird, I always tried. I never was able to get her fixed. Like I said, I have a hard enough time getting to work. To getting to a store, let alone even if I have enough money to go get a dog fixed, getting her to a vet. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't hardly know anybody, man. And I've lived here for 5 years. It's like I make the best of it. And that's what I'm doing today. So I got to say, I am in a better mood just by going live here. And what are y'all thinking? Don't let me just be I don't have to be the center of attention. I don't. Something just told me that I should go live and see what's up, see who's here, share my heart. Okay. I don't want to bore you guys. Sorry. Man. I didn't mean to get on here and be, I don't know what's going on. So what's everybody, I was asked yesterday what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving. I was like, probably the same thing I always do. Nothing. Usually every year there's hey, whoever's watching, if you could hit the like button. One of you already has. I'm just asking if you could think about it. Just while you're watching, hit the like button. It'll kind of, I don't know what it does, but these particular lives, because it's on this device, I may wait before I let it to upload the whole video. I might have to, because it uses up data and stuff if I stay on live too long. I think the last time I went live and stayed live for 45 minutes, it only took less than a gigabyte off the hotspot, so it wasn't that bad. But how is everybody today? I see that there've been up to 7 people, at some point popped in. Now there's 2. There was 4. But I don't ever really pay attention to that because I noticed what I'm seeing doesn't necessarily reflect what's actually going on. So there was 4 people just a second or 2 ago. Now there's 2, but there actually could still be 4 or 5, watching. And I try to remember that someone told me if every once in a while I don't touch the the chat scroll. Like sometimes somebody might have commented, and if I don't scroll up and down through there, I might miss it. So I try to remember that stuff because like I'm not really adept with live streaming yet. You know what I mean? I was still just getting the hang of it when I started doing it. What, about 3 months ago or something? Like I did it pretty regular there for about a month, and then like I had a pretty good routine going several times a week in the evening, sometimes during the day. It just depended. I like to do live streaming when I'm more like in a better like spirit, you know what I mean? But this morning I just wanted to check in. I didn't feel like sitting here just. Well, I done read a little bit to myself and everything, but I was getting ready to make a video, and I was like, why don't you go live for a minute? Because I felt like I needed to communicate with some people, like in the moment. Like I see someone's here, someone is able to hear me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, hey, Blue Blue. Yeah, it's been a while, man. I hadn't been able to get going live as often. I was telling everybody that because the phone that I use normally with all my data, when I bought it, I didn't know, like, it was like $10. It was like a $10 cheaper phone than what I was going to get, which was a normally a Motorola, but that's a Nokia. And so unless I have Wi-Fi, it won't live stream. Like I try to go live stream and on this phone, and it'll. So what I do is turn the hotspot on, and I use this old phone that's from my old service for right now. And I went live like about a week and a half or two ago, and I don't do it too much because, you know, you don't want to burn up like I can't go live every single day or in just a few days I'd be out of hotspot. Until I get, what I got to do is get a phone like I'm using what I like, a particular model, and it's like, it'll work straight off my data. You know what I mean? How you been? Sorry, I've been absent. This morning I've just been kind of a little anxious, and I was just talking to people. I got on here to just see how everybody was doing, or see who was here, who may pop in, and so I kind of wouldn't just be here alone. You know what I mean? Still working a lot. Yeah, okay. You were always. I remember back when I was getting able to, you know, when I was starting to kind of get in the hang of live streaming. You know what I mean? I was in a groove doing it fairly regularly, several times a week. I remember you were usually at work a lot, especially if it was during the day when I was doing the live stream. But it's good to see you back, though, or see you here while I'm here. I'm really not sure. I've been on here for about 30 minutes now. I don't know how long I'll stay on. But I figure as long as someone's here, you know, for the minute, you know, it's like there's no reason not to be sociable. I wish I had more, you know, like a few months ago when I was going live, there was a lot more happening. I think I was in a lot better moods and stuff. Well, there was sometimes I wasn't, because I remember getting cocky with somebody, you know, like one day, like, but sometimes things happen, you know. What I'm saying is, well, I can't, like right now, I'm just not able to stream every day, like continuously, without, the way I'm having to do it, like I said, within just several days, I would be out of my hotspot's like 10 gig. Well, I can go up on my plan, but like next month, like coming next week or something, I'll probably get another phone that'll allow me to use my data because I have unlimited data. It's just my current normal phone. But I have been still doing videos, just not a lot. Like I've tried to just, well, actually, since I was going live, there's a lot happened. Bleed Blue. Ladybird died. That was like, you remember my dog, Ladybird? Ladybird died. I went through, like, I'm not here to like mope and bring anybody down. I'm just saying, I've gotten, so I went through that, like, that was about a month and a half ago, or it's going on almost. It's been about a month and a half back, I think. Because we're like the day I found out, like she got hit by a car. She had disappeared on a Sunday. I didn't see her. I woke up next Monday, or the day that I woke up, and I got paid that day. I was going to go out, and a neighbor said, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and they had seen her on the side of the road, and that's how I found out. And I was like, I'd already kind of wrote, like I'd gotten, I thought I was, I thought I knew, like I thought I was strong. I was like, okay, since she ain't came back, she's probably not in good shape. There's probably something wrong. And I told my neighbor, my one neighbor, I'd said, I would rather her not came back and me not know what happened than to actually find her, and that's what, ended up being. But, so that was pretty rough because I'd had her for like 5 years. And, anyway, but I got her puppy, and then her puppy's in heat now and stuff. I was talking about that, and I'm dealing with that. And she might be pregnant. And like I had a neighbor jump my ass yesterday because of, he saw her hung up with another dog, and she was like that the other day, so I thought it was over. Like I wasn't trying to intentionally let her get out and get, but you got, like I hadn't got a collar for this particular dog. She went into heat before I'd gotten like anything. Like I've been talking about this, and I'm repeating myself. Other people that have been here know that I've said this, but this probably, Bleed Blue. I talked about this a lot. I had a hard enough time getting around here. I live out in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes like yesterday I walked to town to get my dog food, and I got a few groceries, but heck, by tomorrow I'll still need something else myself. But I was talking about, somebody asked me what I was going to do for Thanksgiving. I was thinking, I said not much, but there's a person here in this area that every year usually comes around, and they'll come to the trailer park. They know the areas where people may be on disability or senior citizens, people that don't have vehicles and stuff like that. They come out the surrounding area and ask them if they need meals for the day, that Thanksgiving. And the guy cooks a bunch of food over at the park in Henniger, and then they got people that volunteer and bring it out, but they haven't came by yet. So I don't know if they're still going to do it because he's been, I know that he's been in poor health at one point. But usually I get something, if that happens, that's happened every year since I've been here. If that guy comes by and asks, how many people, do you need any trays for Thanksgiving? Usually I'll tell them like, a couple, like, they'll bring like a to-go thing, and then like the church, I probably will go to church this Sunday. I haven't been in a few weeks, and get down. But I had to I've been really discovering that the further I get out of practice of things that were working for me, how it's, if you get out of practice of good, even if you get out of the good things, you get out of sync of doing the things that work, the further you to go of not doing it, when you decide to try to start doing it again, it's a little bit rough to begin with. Or it's a matter of discipline, you know? Like, trying to stick to, you know, I got out of there for a while. I was in such a funk. I wasn't making a lot of videos and stuff. Even last week I went out a couple of different times to get out of the house and stuff. So those days I didn't do it. Like if I was gone half the day walking and stuff, I didn't make a video. But like this morning, you know, I didn't know I was going to go live. I just decided to. What are you doing? Stop. But anyway, I think I'm going to get off here. You know, I don't know if anybody's still here. It's showing 0, but you might still be watching. If you are watching, I think this has been a decent live. I mean, I didn't entertain. I'm sorry that I was kind of boring and not boring, but just, you know, I thank each and every one of you for being here. Let me just share get stuff off my chest. I feel a little bit better this morning, and I hope you have a good day.